Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today the topic of our lesson is problems leading to quadratic equations of Unit 2. We will cover pages 43 till 45. Summary of the lesson. Solving word problems through quadratic equations. Quote of the day. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to solve real-life problems leading to quadratic equations. There are many problems which lead to quadratic equations. To form an equation, we use symbol for quantities in the problems. Then the roots of the equation may provide the answer to these problems. Procedure to solve word problems. The method to solve the word problem is described through the following example. Let us solve question number 1 of exercise 2.8, in which the given condition is that the product of two positive consecutive numbers is 182 and we have to find out the numbers. Consecutive number means the number and the next number will be after the first number. So we consider the numbers be x and x plus 1. Then according to the given situation, the product of the two positive consecutive numbers will be equals to 182. We will multiply these two numbers and we get a quadratic equation. We can solve this quadratic equations either by quadratic formula or you can use factorization method. I am going to apply quadratic formula, and by applying quadratic formula we get two values of x. X equals to 13 and other value of x is minus 14. It's given that the numbers are positive, so we will ignore negative value. Now the required numbers will be x and x plus 1. If x is 13, then the next number will be 13 plus 1, that is 14. So 13 and 14 are the required numbers. Now students, you have to do question number 2 of exercise 2.8. Let us solve example number 1 on book page number 43. In this word problem, the situation is that 3 less than a certain number multiplied by 9 less than twice the number is 104, and we have to find out the number. In this question, a number is required. So in the first step, we will consider the required number be x. Then we can divide this question into two parts. First is that 3 less than a certain number. We have considered certain number be x. Then 3 less than certain number means x minus 3. And the next part is 9 less than twice the number. Twice the number means 2x, and 9 less than twice the number means 2x minus 9. Now we have multiplied these two parts. So according to the given condition, we have x minus 3 into 2x minus 9, and their product is given, that is 1. On multiplying these two brackets, we get a quadratic equation, and by factorizing we get two values of x, that is minus 7 by 2 and 11. Therefore the required numbers is minus 7 by 2 or the number may be 11. Now students, you have to solve question number 3, question number 4 and question number 5 of exercise 2.8. Now I am going to explain question number 6 of exercise 2.8, in which the sum of the square of two digits of a positive integral number is 65 and the number is 9 times the sum of its digits. We have to find out the number. In this question, two things are being discussed: the digits of the number and the number itself. So we consider x and y be the digits of the positive integral, in which y is at 1's place and x is at 10's place. Therefore the numbers will be 10x plus y, as x is on 10's place and y is on 1's place. Now according to the given condition, the number is 9 times the sum of the number. Therefore y plus 10x, the number, is 9 times the sum of its digits, that is 9 into x plus y. If we solve this equation, we get x equals to 8y, that is equation number 1. Also it is given that the sum of the squares of the number is 65. Therefore x square plus y square is equals to 65. In equation number 1, we have x equals to 8y. So we will substitute the value of x in the above equation. By solving this equation, we get y square is equals to 1. And by taking its square root, we get y is equals to plus minus 1. We will ignore the negative value of y because in question it's mentioned that the number is positive integral. So by putting the value of y that is equals to 1 in equation number 1, we get value of x that is 8. Now the number will be y plus 10x. Here y is equals to 1 and x equals to 8. By putting these two, we get the number 81. So the required number is 81. We can verify our answer by substituting the values of x and y in any of the equations. So I have substituted these two values in this equation, and by putting these two values we see that both of the sides of the equation are same. Hence we have verified the answer. Let us discuss example number 2 on book page number 43, in which the length of the rectangle is 4 cm more than its breadth. If the area of the rectangle is 45 cm square, then we have to find out its sides. As the sides of the rectangles are required, so we will consider the breadth of the rectangle be x. Then according to the given situation, length of the rectangle is 4 cm more than its breadth. If breadth is x, then the length will be 4 plus x. Then according to the given situation, area of the rectangle is 45, and we know the formula of the area of the rectangle is length into breadth. So by substituting these two values, we get a quadratic equation which can be factorized in order to get two values of x, where x equals to minus 9 as well as x equals to 5. We will neglect negative value because the sides of the rectangle can never be negative. So if x equals to 5, then x plus 4 will be equals to 9. Thus the breadth is 5 cm and the length of the rectangle is 9 cm. Now students, you have to solve a similar question, question number 10 of exercise 2.8. Example number 3. The sum of the coordinates of a point is 6 and the sum of their square is 20. We have to find out the coordinates of the points. Let's start its solution. Let x and y be the coordinates of the point. Then according to the given condition, the sum of the coordinates of a point is 6. So x plus y will be equals to 6. And the sum of their squares is 20. Therefore, from equation number 1, we can write this equation as y is equals to 6 minus x. And by putting this value of y in above equation, we get a quadratic equation which will be factorized to get two values of x. That is x equals to 4 and x equals to 8. Now, by putting the values of x in this equation, y is equal to 6 minus x, we will get the values of y. Therefore, the coordinates of the points will be 4, 2 or 2, 4. Now, students, you have to solve question number 7 of exercise 2.8 on your own. That is all about today's lesson. Thank you.